So in the context of medical malpractice cases, and by the way, these cases are usually the most horrific types of injuries. I've been handling these cases now for more than 25 years as a Florida attorney, and many times I get this question, Greg, what if I signed a consent form for the treatment or the surgery, and during that treatment or surgery, a complication arose? Does my signing of that consent mean that I can't pursue a medical liability claim against the doctor or the hospital or the surgery center that might be involved in this and might have legal liability? The short answer to that question is no, not necessarily. The consent form is designed to make sure that you as the patient have fully understood all the risks of that procedure and that you're making a voluntary decision to pursue and go forward with that treatment or that surgery that's been recommended to you. Ultimately, in making that decision and in weighing the risks, the question is, are the potential benefits of that procedure or treatment, do they outweigh the risks of what could happen during that procedure or even after that procedure in terms of complications? Those risks might involve bleeding, if it's a surgery. They might involve infection, and they could potentially involve death or other types of things that can go wrong during a surgical procedure. The key component here for you is to understand this. Consent forms do not act as a waiver of liability or a release or an advance release of liability for the doctor or the medical facility or the hospital that is providing that treatment or that procedure. They do apprise you of those risks, and the real question is, did the doctor, did the hospital, did the nursing staff adhere to the professional, prevailing standard of care in providing that treatment to you? And if they didn't adhere to that standard of care, and that resulted in a complication that should not have occurred to you during that procedure, or if they didn't adhere to the standard of care in treating a recognized compensation that could not have been avoided, then you would have the right to pursue a medical liability claim. As I said, these are complex cases. These are cases that many times end up with very, very serious injuries, sometimes even death. They require a lot of analysis. We look at these cases very carefully. We have the best experts review these cases to determine if they are meritorious or not. And if they are indeed meritorious, then we hold those accountable for those injuries that could have been avoided had the professional prevailing standard of care been adhered to. So if you have any questions about a medical liability claim, if you have any questions about signing of a consent form, please give us a call here at Perenich the Law Firm. We will walk you through that process and make sure that you make an informed decision for you and your family.